Have you ever paid attention how you critique yourself when you're trying to be perfect? Well, that's the topic of today's video. Hi, I'm Sharon. I'm an intuitive and I'm a guide, and I help you uncover your essence so that you can start to live peacefully, happily, and authentically. So let's talk about perfection. And perfection is a running carrot. It is not achievable. You can never attain it, and you cause yourself self-criticism and a lot of unhappiness. So let me give you a quick example. My husband is an amazing painter, and he can do lines like no other. And he painted the lines with crown molding and everything, and everybody complimented him on how clean these lines were in our home. And he would pick them apart. How are we that way with each other? Where is it when we live from that place of self-criticism? And when I started to pay attention to it, it was a beautiful learning experience for me, because I was like, wow, these lines are amazing. And he didn't see it that way. And then I'm like, well, where do I find things that I'm doing that everybody goes, wow, that's amazing? Guess what? Well, I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for peace. I'm looking for worth, and I want to live that way. And I'm inviting you to let go of the perfection and live for your essence. So when we start to live from our essence, that is when we find the peace, the happiness, and the heart. So let's talk about it. When we live from our essence, we are living from our own self-worth. And it's in there, and it's just covered up by the mistakes we made, by the limitations we're placed on to living a way a certain person wants us to live. Our essence gets kind of buried under all the fear of how we're supposed to be. That doesn't mean it's not there, and it might mean that you can't find it for yourself. Well, that's where I come in to help you. But let's start here. Where in today's life can you start to live by your essence? How can you start to find it? Well, let's look at that. As you start to let go of your perfection, and you can say to yourself, hey, where am I? What can I do? And how can I choose to live it this way instead of living from a place of love and compassion and understanding for myself instead of perfection? If you do something and you start to criticize yourself, say, hey, wait, I don't want to be that way with myself. What did I learn? Where did I grow? How much did I achieve from where I started to where I am now? And sometimes you have to scrap it and you go, well, I learned that way doesn't work. That's okay. Those are perfect ways of learning to be patient and loving and kind to yourself, and literally creating space to live from your essence, because your essence brings in your self-worth. Your essence already knows what that is. And when you're living from your essence, then you're not living for perfection. You're living from your truth, your authenticity. And in that, it creates a beautiful place for you to shine your light, because you have a gift that's here to serve the planet. So this week, I challenge you, where can you be a little gentler to yourself, and notice, where are you criticizing? Where are you being hard on yourself? Where are you realizing that this person, the way they want me to be, isn't aligned to that? Where can you step away from that and start giving yourself the place to drop into your heart and feel your essence and say, this is my truth, I choose to live from that. Anyway, that is this week's blog. If you would love help uncovering your essence, please find me at sharonhall.org, or if you're looking for empowerment, I do have a free toolkit on my website at sharonhall.org. And please subscribe to this channel. Every Friday, I offer you an idea of something new to uncover your essence, and on Tuesday, we do a quick mini session to help release whatever can be released in that moment. Anyway, I hope you have a beautiful week, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.